What is up? What is up, everybody? Glad to finally be back. I had some major technical difficulties. That storm came through, kind of hammered us a little bit, and yeah, I was stuck here at the house with no power and no internet and all that good stuff till let's see, I guess it was sometime Monday when it finally came back on. Let's see, my days are all screwed up now. Um, I'm sorry, no, it was I don't even know anymore. Anyway, it's finally back on. I've got communication with the outside world again, and so we're gonna go over some stuff. um, so what I got tonight is nothing brand new and groundbreaking, but just in case there's anybody out here that has not seen it, I want to make sure that it gets seen, and I want to add a few thoughts to it. It's absolutely crazy, but we had the like I think it was three leaked calls of Erik Kirk speaking to others there at Turning Point, and I'm sorry that it's just it amazes me. I mean, it's more of the same. I mean, more and more every day. I feel like she's less and less innocent because there's no way that there's no way that she's quote unquote grieving like that. I just don't see any evidence of any grieving at all. So I don't know when it's all said and done. I guess hopefully we'll know one day what happened. But I got a feeling if we actually do find out what truly happened, I just my feelings allegedly. I have a feeling that there's a good chance she's going to be involved in some way. But again, just my thoughts, my opinion. Definitely not stating facts. So anyway, all right. Let me bring in this first clip. I think I've got three of them here. So we'll start with this one. I'll pause it here and there, tell you what I think, and we'll move on to the next ones.
And we will do our best to continue to make Turning Point USA the behemoth that he wanted it to be, this massive thing. And it is, and that's why we have to stay humble. But I just want you guys to stay in prayer. And if you guys do need anything, please reach out to whoever you know to reach out to, and pray with one another, be there with one another, be soft with them and one another. Everyone grieves differently. So if someone's acting weird, don't read.
Sorry about that. I forgot I had that set faster. This one here, I think we need to leave alone. So I'm going to back that up a little bit, put it back on normal speed. Because I think it's really important to hear this and really understand what she's saying. I heard it. I heard it a time or two, and the first time or two I heard it, I didn't. I mean, yeah, I thought, yeah, that's fucked up. But I've listened to it several times since, and the more I listen to it, just the worse it is. The worse it becomes to me. It's just absolutely unbelievable.
That everybody grieves differently. 5.5 days after Charlie was announced dead at the hospital. Take a listen.
And we will do our best to continue to make Turning Point USA the behemoth that he wanted it to be, this massive thing. And it is, and that's why we have to stay humble. But I just want you guys
like walking out in leather pants and with fireworks everywhere, humble.
to stay in prayer. And if you guys do need anything, please reach out to whoever you know to reach out to, and pray with one another, be there with one another, be soft with them and one another. Everyone grieves differently. So if someone's acting weird, don't read into that.
I feel like that's really important, really telling. Just seems like it's something odd to say. Um, she could have said, I guess the point that she's trying to get across, or that most would assume she's trying to get across. She could have said that so many other ways. But to say, so if someone's acting weird, don't read into that. I just feel like that's really odd to say. Yeah, there's a bunch of them that are acting weird, but I'd say that she's close to the number one spot, if not the number one weirdest acting out of everybody. So I don't know. Hey, I know I'm acting weird, but I just inherited this huge fortune and all this power and data and everything it's being collected. And so, if you think I'm acting a little weird, don't read into it.
Weddings and funerals bring out the weirdest side in people. Just anyone who's been married knows that. And so don't read into that. Just love on each other. And if there's anything or anyone who tries to divide your team or you, or that's just the enemy, and just rebuke it and know that there's a bigger mission at hand. And again, you guys are all very loved, and I feel very honored, and I'm grateful for all of you. So I just wanted to take some time to hop on and share with you my condolences. I wish I could help all of you, but again, the fact that there's a lot of them in the office today. The fact that a lot of you guys are here in office, that's what he would. It's the mission. He doesn't want you to just be sitting on the couch alone in your room. He wants you to, obviously, I mean, we will all mourn, but he would want you to build. And so that's what we'll do. We'll have a sword in one hand, and we'll have a hammer in the other to build. Okay? I love you all. Deep breaths. Usha, I just want to share.
Deep breaths. Yeah, sounds like she's having a really hard time. Notice every time she talks about what Charlie would want. And they can say that he wanted her to take over in case anything happened to him, all that they want to, but I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. As much as he talked about the traditional family, the traditional roles, the man being the provider, and the wife being at home and raising the kids. I mean, he always talked about how important that was to him, that his wife raised his kids. And, this big push on, how if anything ever happened, that Charlie wanted her to abandon the kids and become a CEO, over this thing and run it. I just, I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all. And, I'm not the only one that's been asking this, but where are the kids? I mean, has she even mentioned her kids in the last, who knows how long, month or so? Not that I know of. But where are they? Who's got them? Yeah, there's people that have different ideas. I mean, there's a rumor out there that his parents have taken her to court trying to get custody. Now, I haven't been able to find any, solid proof of that or documentation, but makes you wonder, as little as you hear from them and not seen them at all. They didn't ever put them on camera a lot, but they would be on camera. They never would turn their faces towards the camera. But we haven't even gotten their backsides on camera. So I don't know. I'd be curious to know where the kids are at. And again, I say, I just don't believe for a minute that Charlie Kirk wanted her to pawn the kids off on somebody else. So she could be the head of Turning Point.
This with you all. I asked her when we were on the tarmac. I said, I don't know how to get through this. And she said, when you're on an airplane, and some of you have kids will really relate to this. Others that don't, you've been on a plane with kids, so you can also relate to this. But
we'll see if we relate to this.
She said, when you're on an airplane and you're 15 minutes before landing and the kids are going crazy and you have 15 minutes left on the plane, and they're throwing their toys and they're screaming, and you're thinking to yourself, am I going to make it through these next 15 minutes? And then the plane lands. And Usha said, you're going to make it through those next 15 minutes. And then next 15 minutes.
I don't know who she thinks she's talking to, but no, I can't relate to my kids being on a plane and throwing toys everywhere. Sounds to me like she's referring to a private jet, a private flight. And I've never been on one of those and probably never will be. And my kids sure haven't been. So, like I said, I don't know what crowd she thinks she's talking to, but no, I don't think most can relate to that.
And so I just want to share that with you because it was a very private moment.
It was a very private moment. So I just announced it on a Zoom call with all of Turning Point USA.
But it gave me some peace to know that we can just do this 15 minutes at a time. So if that means at work when you're feeling a little bit sad, take those 15 minutes and you'll be okay. We're all going to be okay. I love you guys. Have a great meeting. Is there anything else that you need? Okay, it's good. You guys are loved. Love this little film with all the birds.
And whoever that was like, nope, it's okay. It's good. You've done enough.
Yes, thank you. So sweet. God bless you all.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. So what about that? I don't know what she was dabbing at, what she was wiping at with that handkerchief or whatever it was, Kleenex. Because I didn't see any tears. I mean, yeah, it's been a couple months, but in most cases, the spouse would still be just really wrecked, and I feel like we'd be doing more than just dabbing a dry paper or a dry Kleenex at dry eyeballs, but that's just me. I don't know. All right, so we got that one out of the way. I got a couple more. Let me find this next one here, and they definitely get better. I mean, that was bad enough for sure, but they're gonna get worse. Let's see, what's my next one? Sorry, guys. I will get this pulled up pretty quick, like. Oh, no wonder. Good Lord. All right. I'm a dumbass. It's okay. All right, let's see. All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? You guys.
Okay,
Take a listen.
here we go.
I'm just grateful that while
Ample resources while they were working. Take a listen.
Hold for processing, please. All right, here we go.
I'm just grateful that while things were still in motion and moving around, that we had our leadership teams provide for you counselors pastors. I heard there were therapy dogs. Slightly jealous that I didn't get to have any moment with a therapy dog. Breakfast. I was really adamant about making sure that we paid for your flights for your spouses to be there. That was something on my heart. You don't want to grieve alone. No one's supposed to grieve alone. It's not healthy. But I just think it's a beautiful honor.
It helps to start with if you're at least grieving. I mean, granted, you don't want to grieve alone, but I don't think she's got that to worry about, as she has to start grieving before she could even worry about grieving alone.
That all of these benefits were made for the community to grieve and remember Charlie. And I really hope you took advantage of those in a healthy way when they were provided, because it's meant to be for everyone, for healing. Grief comes in waves. Some days are going to be tougher than others, but
But if your company's drug in $250 million this year so far and blew all the former years out of the water, and all the other great, quote unquote, great things they've got going on, that helps a little bit with the grieving process.
take it as it comes. And that's why you have your Turning Point family, and just lean on them and lean on other people in your life that you know.
What about real family? Where are her parents? I mean, where's Charlie's parents? I mean, in a situation like this, generally, the way I understand it, the in-laws, I mean, everybody gets closer. Everybody comes together to grieve over the loss and be there for each other and all of that good stuff. I mean, I have, other than them being at the funeral, that that big event that they put on, and then at the award ceremony. I mean, I haven't seen or heard anything out of them, not one peep. I mean, you would think that her actual family would be grieving with her.
Will help you and pour into you and pray with you to get you through it. I say that, though, that if you do need more time to grieve, please continue to use Turning Point USA's network of counselors.
Why can't you get your own counselor? Why does it need to be a Turning Point USA counselor? I don't know, just a thought, but could it be maybe that, if said counselor gets the feeling from the grieving Turning Point USA person that they might be talking outside of the network, or communicating certain things, or unhappy with Miss Erika Kirk's leadership or something like that, that they might pass that little tidbit along. Maybe possibly, could have happened to the 40 something, however many it was, that they canned the other day for no reason. Seems odd to me that she specifically wants them to use Turning Point's counselors, but maybe not.
We have pastors. I mean, there's
I got a whole bunch of Rob McCoys. Woo-wee, joy.
so many resources for you. If you do need additional time off, please talk to your director about using paid time off for that.
You really need to use your PTO time. Like, what in the hell? Why not just say, if you need time, take time? Why say to specifically burn your PTO time?
And again, it's not.
Isn't PTO time normally what people use for like vacation and stuff? So she's saying if you need to grieve, use that up so you can't go on vacation, next summer with your wife and kids.
Not easy, but again, grief is hard. Otherwise, honestly, Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action, full steam ahead, you guys. We have, Charlie would want.
Full steam ahead. That's what Charlie wants. Charlie wants everybody to go wide open. Don't miss a beat. Don't worry about me.
Us to get back to work, and that's what we're doing, and that's what we did with the memorial. And I'm so.
I think what Charlie Kirk would have wanted, I think Charlie Kirk would have wanted to raise his kids. I think Charlie Kirk would have wanted to, see his daughter go to college, maybe walk her down the aisle. Um, I think that Charlie Kirk would have wanted to do, take his boy hunting, whatever. I mean, I think that that's what Charlie would have wanted. I could be wrong. Um, I think when it comes down to it, I don't think his choice would have been to be unalived, so Turning Point could grow exponentially and go on to bigger and better things, quote unquote, than what it was before.
Honored and proud of each and every one of you, because that's what we're going to do in his honor and in his name. We have so much to do, which is exciting. Charlie in heaven is like, you guys thought you had a busy schedule, then just you wait. And he's doing some awesome things with Jesus in heaven right now.
Yeah, I'm sure his schedule is just cram packed. Yeah, and yeah, you think you were busy before, huh? You hadn't seen shit till my wife comes in there and starts cracking the whip. She's got serious dollar signs in her eyes.
But there's so much work to be done. I mean, since his assassination, we have.
She didn't miss a beat. Assassination just rolled right off her tongue, didn't it?
100,000 chapter requests. We have 300,000 new donors.
Wow. So exciting. I'm sure Charlie much preferred that, the 100,000 chapter requests and 300,000 donors to, raising his kids. I'm sure that he is, I'm sure he's doing backflips in heaven because of the 300,000 new donors. I mean, Charlie was turning down certain donors. Obviously, we've all seen the messages where Charlie was leaving the pro-Israeli cause. And who wants to bet that these 300,000 new donors, either a large portion of, if not all of them, are in that pro-Israel cause?
That is a blessing in itself. Again, not normal. All God.
No, not normal. And it's God. Yep, it's God. That was God's will. God wanted Charlie dead and out of the way so we could go on to bigger and better things.
I think we have 50,000 plus hat orders to fulfill.
50,000 hat orders. Wow, amazing. I would say that Charlie probably wouldn't be happy with the fact that Turning Point USA has been promising people said hats if they made a donation, and instead of getting a hat, they get a motherfucking bracelet, cheap ass rubber band. Yeah, so maybe they need to do 50,000 plus a few extras for all these people that got screwed and got a rubber band instead of a hat like they were promised.
I mean, I'm saying these.
Who talks about hat orders? Her husband was just killed not long ago. Who talks about hat orders? Like, what the hell is wrong with this woman?
These numbers, because it puts into perspective that we're not just sitting and thinking and looking at the wall being like, what do we do? Like that, there is so much to do. You have over 20,000 AmFest registrations.
Like, I'm embarrassed that she knows these numbers, that she has these numbers, can even go through this list of numbers like this. Like every time she thinks about any of these numbers or anything to do with Turning Point USA, I mean, I would expect for her to just break down. She is just bam, 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 bam. I mean, tickled shitless with the way things are going. And speaking of all the extra requests and the extra donors and all that, who thinks that there's a good chance that the reason they've gotten all these extra donors, I mean, for sure, a lot of it is because of what happened to Charlie, but I think a lot of them, a large portion of them, it would go a little deeper than that. But the direction he was going, he was starting to steer Turning Point away from certain things, like our greatest ally. And now that Erika is in charge, she's got it headed right back in that direction. So now all these our best ally donors are comfortable throwing money at it again. I mean, I almost would guarantee that. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. All right, well, let's pull up one more. One more that I would say to me is probably the most egregious. It's terrible. Those were bad enough, but literally makes my hair stand up to listen to these things. It's just insane. She's so cold. I've seen zero emotion from her. All right, let me get this clip pulled up.
That she's happy, but then catch herself realizing that that would be kind of weird to say that she's happy. Take a listen.
The prophetic mind of my husband was that he always planned for the future. You guys are obviously aware of like Vision 2025, but
beyond that, all the way to 2030, and there's a project 2030, and then she's going to kind of want to say that she's happy, but then catch herself realizing that that would be kind of weird to say that she's happy.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to get there.
2030 and beyond. And we're humbly witnessing. Weird to say I'm excited. I really hesitate saying that.
She doesn't want to say she's
Weird to say, but seems to make sure that all of those plans, literally, I remember phone calls, but Charlie was also
realizing that that would.
I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting there.
Westgate.
And I was wrong. This is not the terrible, awful clip. This one's bad enough. I'm saving the best for last.
The prophetic mind of my
Okay, here we go. Sorry about that.
But Erika is going to say that there was a vision beyond that, all the way to 2030, and there's a project 2030, and then she's going to kind of want to say that she's happy, but then catch herself realizing that that would be kind of weird to say that she's happy. Take a listen.
The prophetic mind of my husband was that he always planned for the future. You guys are obviously aware of like Vision 2025, but Charlie was also working on Vision 2030 in the weeks leading up to September 10th. And he was working really closely with Justin. And that's why Justin had been appointed the role of COO, because he was literally, I remember phone calls when Charlie and I would take our night walks, and it would be 10 o'clock at night, and him and Justin would just be talking about the plans. I was aware of the plans. I have his journals that are aware of the plans. Like, there is no confusion.
That's the journals that old magnificent Mikey McCoy keeps referencing. The journals that just so amazing. It was a God thing that they ran across these journals that Charlie was keeping, where he said that he explicitly wanted his wife to drop what she's doing and run the company in exactly how he wanted it ran. Just amazing.
of what's to come. And I want to give you guys that reassurance that it's full steam ahead. And
I want to reassure any of y'all that have any doubt that this is what Charlie Kirk wanted. This is what my husband wanted. Yeah.
And the board and I are working with Justin and the executive leadership teams to make sure that all of those plans come into effect 2030 and beyond. But I, again, am so grateful for all of you.
I kind of hate to say it in a way, but I'm going to tell you what, the way things are looking right now, I don't think it's ever going to see 2030. That's just my honest opinion. Especially with these calls that have come out, people are really, really seeing the real Erika. And unless somebody takes over quick and really steers this thing in a different direction, I'm telling you right now, it's in a nosedive, it's in a free fall, and there's no way it can make it to 2030. I just don't see any way.
I'm so proud of all of you. You honor my husband so well. All of you do. And it's weird to say I'm excited.
Oh, it is weird. It really is, at least for us. I've come to expect it from you though. So, yeah, it's not really weird to me to hear you say it.
I really hesitate saying that. It's really hard for me to say that.
I mean, no, it wasn't hard for her to say it at all. I mean, she had to throw that disclaimer in there as an afterthought. But no, she's had no trouble whatsoever saying this. She's excited. You can hear that she's excited. You can hear it in her voice.
It's a really weird thing to say, but I think it comes from a space of peace, knowing that God's using this and we're humbly witnessing the gospel in real time.
I don't know what to say. She doesn't want to say she's happy. I don't want to say.
What can you say? Oh man. I'm sorry, but in my honest and most humble opinion, it's gross. It's absolutely gross. If my wife was doing all this and talking like this just a couple months after I was literally, brutally murdered in front of God and everybody, millions of people. I mean, at this point, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of people have literally seen the murder of Charlie Kirk in high definition. And after this short of a time, for her to be doing what she's doing and doing it in the way that she's doing it and being excited about things is just absolutely gross. And I'm sorry, it's not normal. And in my opinion, it's hard for me to believe that she did not either have something to do with his unaliving or at least know that something was coming. Because she is at peace with it. She literally believes that this is the way it was supposed to be. And again, I say Charlie Kirk probably would have much rather walked his daughter down the aisle than to let his wife take over, act like nothing ever happened, and go all the directions that Charlie was trying to steer away from. All right, let me find this last clip. It's the good one. Let's see, where is it at? Okay, here we go. I mean, this one grosses me out. It pisses me off, to be honest with you.
Team for their work at the memorial event. So let's take
All right. Fire in the hole.
a listen.
Hi, everybody. I still love all these.
I still love all these emojis. My husband is dead, brutally murdered, but I love these cute little emojis.
Zoom things. Wow. I don't even know where to begin. The fact that we were able to pull off an event of a century, like it's just
The event of a century. It was your damn husband's fucking funeral. For all intents and purposes, yeah, it was a memorial service, but for all intents and purposes, it was his funeral. And you are literally calling it the event of the century. What the hell is wrong with this woman?
insane. We had
It is definitely insane.
over 275,000 people that attended, and the stadium.
She didn't say she didn't finish that statement. She she left part of that out. They had over 275,000 people. Yes. And that they got the data on this whole 275,000 people. They geo-tracked all of them. And so not only did they have a huge turnout there, but they got a gold mine in data, because they can track now. They can track these 275,000 people.
Overflow, Westgate, insane, you guys. And then you have, was it 100 million? You guys that heard the gospel and all about Charlie, and all
Over 100 million that heard the gospel and all about Charlie.
about everything that you guys do, and the hard work of Turning Point USA is insane. We had thousands that were registered to vote.
Ooh, we had such a good funeral. We got thousands of people registered to vote. Like, where her priorities are really, really in the wrong place. I think she forgot what this event was. Or maybe she didn't.
I think we're at like over 200,000 for
Every single number, every single metric that she brings up here, she might as well be saying, because my husband is dead. Everybody knows, and she knows, that all of these numbers that she is bragging about are literally because Charlie Kirk is dead. And to sit there and brag about this is just disgusting.
merch sales. Don't quote me on that, because I think it just keeps like bumping up like crazy. But I just wanted to say
I mean, they literally were selling shirts at this memorial service. They were selling the shirt. They were selling the same shirt that Charlie was wearing when he was killed at the memorial service. Like, what the hell? I've never been to a funeral where people had booths set up to sell stuff.
huge thank you to the
Has anybody ever bought a hat or a t-shirt at a funeral? I haven't.
events team, the development team, the graphic design team, the production team. It's just phenomenal. Their incredible work of leading into the memorial. And honestly, a lot of the staff that worked on the memorial, they had 20-hour days for a week during the time of us grieving the loss of my husband. And honestly, I know several staff that didn't even sleep. Again, you guys are breathing angels, and I'm so grateful for all of you. And obviously a huge thank you to the Mosaic team. VI, you guys are 10 out of 10. Like, we have the most incredible team. We just do. And you guys know that, and you guys are all a part of that. And I am so thankful. And if you do have a moment and you run into any of those staff members that you know had a role in this, and that they put a lot of their time and effort into it, just say thank you. There's something really special to be seen in moments like this, and it's not easy. I'm speaking from experience. I'm right in the trenches with you guys. And so the fact that a simple thank you, I don't care if any of you have beef with each other from the past or have any issues with someone said something about this or that. Like, if you guys have any of that, please put it to rest. My husband's dead. Like, I'm not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. And
I mean, what the hell? My husband's dead. I mean, like they don't know that, but so cold, so calm. My husband's dead. Not trying to be morbid, but he's dead. Yeah, pretty morbid. And for her to be able to say it like that without choking up, without, again, no emotion, I mean, it's gross. Like, it's gross.
it puts life into perspective of how short life is and relationship.
Especially when you're married to, somebody that was planted there to steer you in the right direction until you were no longer steerable, and then to bump you out of the way and get control of the ship again.
And God puts people in
Life is really short then.
your life for a reason, and it teaches you a lesson, it teaches them a lesson. So if you are going through a time where, just lay it to rest, and we are moving forward, Turning Point USA 2.0 with Charlie in our hearts, and that's what he would want.
When you say anything, in this case, Turning Point USA 2.0, 2.0, that only refers to one thing, and that is an upgrade. That is never considered a downgrade from 1.0. So for her to say that this is Turning Point USA 2.0 means that now things are better now that I'm in control. With Charlie in our hearts, and that's what he would want. Again, I say, no, he would have wanted to teach his son how to drive. He would have wanted to walk his daughter down the aisle. There's no way you could convince me that if given the chance, given the opportunity, given the choice, would you rather sacrifice yourself so they can have Turning Point USA 2.0 and be more pro-Israel than ever and rack in more and more millions and millions than you had in the past? Or would you rather be at home every night with your wife, raise your kids, and have a happy life? There's no way you can convince me that that he would choose the first one, that he would choose to be killed just so they could drag in some more millions.
Okay, so I'm just looking at the chat here, and you guys are responding live in the way that I felt live listening to this. It is the general tone that is off-putting. It's the laughter that is
That while things were still in motion and moving around, that we had our leadership teams provide for you counselors.
Okay. That is back to one of the same clips that I have already played. There is more to one of those, and I am trying to find it. Where is it? honestly, if I can't find this other clip, I mean, that's really enough. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy that she can sit there and talk about that so matter of factly, so cold. Okay. Yeah, I'm not finding the rest
Monarch
of that.
named Stanley.
There's that other clip where she promises that she's got their back and all that good stuff, and that she wanted to make sure that they've always got their job, and unless they wanted to leave, that they would always have that job and everything. But that's, of course, everybody but the 40 something that they just cut loose with no explanation and no nothing. So yeah, that was, except for those. It's just, it's crazy. Um, I've already showed this before, but I'm fixing to show it again just because I think that it's very, very fitting. Okay, and one more. All right. Picture says 1,000 words. Just the way it is. Let's see. Look at those eyes. I mean, look at it. There you go. That's so dark. That is so dark. I'm sorry, I don't see a world where this woman is innocent, and even not even going that route, but um, there's no way that she is what she has said that she is, and what she has put on like she is. She is very well connected and really ambitious, and has her own big plans, and just being an everyday, trad wife, and sitting at the house and raising the kids is just not her cup of tea. I can promise you that. Um, it's just not. All right, let's see. I'm going to look up one more clip if I can find it real quick, and then we will get out of here. Um, don't know how much more of her I can handle. Let's see. All right, just a second, guys. Oh, come on. Oh my God. Of course, I never can find it right on the spot. I wish I'd have thought about it before, and I would have had it pulled up ready to go. Tell you what, let me do this. Let me look on X. You can always find stuff on X. All right. Surely to God, this will get us where we need to be. God, you never can find something. It's just everywhere until you actually decide you need it. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to show that one next time, and maybe y'all have seen it, but it's amazing. It's just a compilation of all her, all of her looks and stares and the way her eyes do. It is just absolutely amazing. I can't believe I can't find it. Okay. Okay, I found this one. This all right. Let me pull this up real quick. I found a clip. It'll do. Um, Pretty good stuff. I don't know who's familiar with Heavy Duty Country, but he's on YouTube and definitely worth a follow. This is a clip by him off of X, and he is, yeah, definitely worth a follow. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. I just really wanted to show this clip, and this isn't the one I'm looking for, but it'll work. Well, hold on. Oh, yeah. Now, let's try this one more again. All right, here we go.
I don't want to make fun of or even talk about things that people can't control, but there is something very, very weird with Erika Kirk's eyes. And while I'm talking about this, I have a sty on my eye right now. I talked about it the other day. Let me tell y'all, just count your blessings because I'm halfway about to just cut my eyelid off.
We said our prayer and we asked the Lord to protect us. The students unable to understand really.
Yes, I'll guard my wins. I know no portion of where I sit today, which I'm very.
And I was standing in the ticket line.
We'll meet for dinner.
No, of course. But we serve a just God. And I rest easy in knowing that.
I'm so fucking scared right now.
He's sovereign, but he's just. And so let the Lord handle that.
I don't want to make fun of or even.
So all I got to say about that is when Charlie sent out that text message and said that he was scared that they were going to kill him, I don't know exactly who the they is. I've got my suspicion, but I kind of feel like if he looked into those eyes day in and day out, that they just about would have had to have included her. I mean, can you imagine having to look into those eyes every single night? Like, that is just pure evil. I'm telling you it is. That's just not natural, not normal. Anyway, all right. I think I've rambled on enough. I wanted to make sure that anybody that had not seen those clips saw those clips, and I wanted to throw my 2 cents worth in there. A lot of people hear stuff like that, and they hear it in passing. I wanted to, I wanted to break those down a little bit because I think it's just so disgusting. And that's not the way an innocent, truly grieving widow talks and acts. It's just not. I don't know. Like I said, I would be severely disappointed if I had a widow and that was the way she was acting, a couple months after I was killed in front of God and everybody. And like I said, 2030 to me sounds like a joke. I don't see how Turning Point USA is still around in 2030, at least not with its current leadership and on its current trajectory. But anyway, all right. I hope y'all enjoy it. Please like the video. Please subscribe and share. I'm a new channel, very few subscribers yet. So the only way for me to get these things out here is if y'all like the videos and share, and of course subscribe to the channel. So appreciate everybody that watches it, and I'm going to get out of here, and I will be back in a day or two. Make sure you click the notification bell so you can see when I'm live. I'm going to try again for tomorrow night, but if not, the next night for sure. So, all right. Thank y'all, guys. I'm out.